Okay, so let's take a look at how to get into classroom.google.com. When you first create your account, you go to classroom.google.com and you'll see a logo that looks like a chalkboard, and it's going to ask you to sign in with your Google Apps for Education account, which SUSD provides you. And then if you are a teacher, you click on Teacher. If you're a student, you click on Student. And after you click on that, it will ask you to put in a code. And so up here we have join your first class. Students click on that, or teachers click on that to create one. Students would enter the code that you provide, similar to Edmodo. And as a teacher, I would already know what that code is, and then they would click join. After they do that, they'll enter in to what looks like this. This is a view of me being a student in the tech committee classroom. So here's the stream of what's going on in that class. And there are activities in here for paperless assignments that have been given out to the group, and the announcements of people writing. So the stream does include kind of like a blog, so you'll have to train your students on digital citizenship of writing in announcements and how they reply back, and when they're allowed to do that, or if they're allowed to do that without you starting the prompt or the discussion. And they can also click on classmates to see who else is in the class with them. So when you're a teacher, the view is a little bit different. I'm going to go over here to the menu, and I'm going to click on this class right here where I'm the teacher for English Language Arts current Google Tip class. And in here, I have buttons to create an assignment or send out an announcement. Here's the class code that you saw where it asks students to enter a code. I'm the one who provides that from my class code area here. And then I can see who has already used the code by jumping over to this where it says students instead of classmates, and I can see who has joined my class. I can also invite others or just use the code to email out to them again, or post it on the board. So back over here on the stream, if I want to make an assignment for a digital paperless inbox, I click on assignment and I title it. And this is where you can give your description for the students, some direction there. Alright, and then I can put a due date, and I can change that date to whatever I want. You can even put a time. And then you can attach documents just like you would to an email. Go look for them that way. I could attach a document from my drive, look for something that way. And this will help me look for things that I've starred as a favorite. Any of those will do. I could also click here to go straight to the drive, similar looking window. And then this would be to put a YouTube video in there, which I could search for right here. This is a little video about using Classroom. So I knew that would come up. I'm going to click on that and add it to the assignment. And this right here, if I wanted to copy or paste a link, I could put it there. Okay. And the other nice thing, if you decide to use a document, which I might as well go attach one, and I will use my upload button. Let's say I wanted everybody to have a copy of this text document for a web quest. And I would click on it here. It's uploading it. And then I have a chance to say if the students can only view the file, if they can edit the file, which would be group editing then, editing the original file, or make a copy for each student, which is usually the best choice if you want them each to turn it back in individually with changes. So I'm going to select make a copy for each student. Then I'm going to click assign. And it does take a few minutes, so you'll always want to do this before class time because it has to make a copy of all that. And if you have 165 students in a middle school computers class or something, you're going to need plenty of time for it to copy. So now it's done. You can see everything that I typed in here. They're all hyperlinks that end up going places to either describe the assignment or to look at the documents. On the student side, they are going to have a button to turn in the assignment. So let me jump back over here and show you what that looks like to the student. I go over here to that tech committee. Here's one of the activities that we were assigned. When I open that, previously the button here said turn in. I have already turned this one in, and it was returned by the teacher back to me, and I can have a chance to resubmit it if I like. So students will always have a turn in or resubmit button available when it's their turn to be editing or creating the document. When it's already been turned in and not yet returned to the student, they cannot edit it and they cannot forward it. They have to have the teacher's permission to do those things. So it'll make a nice organized file for you to check all their work. Back over here, you can see all the people who have done that assignment will come in, and you can score it right here, and you can get a CSV file. That little pop-up was telling us you can export it out into a spreadsheet, which might be handy if you want to take the scores home later and enter them into your Synergy gradebook. And it's defaulting to a 100-point scale. And you do not have to grade them on here. If you just want to collect it without entering grades, that's fine too. But if you wish to enter grades, here's your chance to do it. And it's keeping these all in a nice folder, which is located in your Google Drive. So if for any reason you would rather go in and look at this through your Google Drive account, you can. You don't have to log into Classroom to look inside the folder and see what's already been turned in by students. I can see it right here under my Classroom folder in my Drive, and there's a Classroom folder for each of the things that I have created in the past. And I can open it up and see the assignments. Here's my class. Here's my demo. These are things that I've done as samples. So you could look through it this way as well if you preferred that view versus this view. That's user preference. And that's it. Enjoy!